Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they come. You can be sure she'll keep on.
There you are. We need to talk. Right now. I heard about that little stunt you pulled on the Siren of the Stars. Opening fire on a Starliner? Are you out of your mind?
Trident is furious at us right now. They want Commander Akande to resign.
Fortunately, you've provided just enough information for me to convince the Council that this program should continue. They have people that will handle Trident's lawyers, so we can continue our jobs bringing down the Crimson Fleet. That doesn't diminish the gravity of the mistake you've made. You search for more options, and when those fail, you search for even more. Anything that prevents you from drawing that weapon. The only reason you should be opening fire on anyone is in the defense of your own life. You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how UC SysDef operates. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have Toth throw you in the brig.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right. I think we're all in agreement here. So let's get back to the operation at hand. Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world. The Bannock system was the site of a significant battle during the Narian War. I had to do a research paper on the subject at the Academy. It sounds like you admire that lunatic. Call it whatever you like. It doesn't change the fact that Delgado is still a murderer. Your best buddy has killed every single one of our previous informants.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal. Of course I am. We don't really have a choice in the matter. There are no shortcuts. The route you're taking to secure Crix's legacy for the Crimson Fleet is the only one at our disposal. If you suddenly change your behavior, they'll know something's wrong. I realize it's difficult, but I urge you to stay the course for now. In the meantime, we'll formulate a plan to ensure the Crimson Fleet doesn't get their hands on that money. I'm not certain. Galbank uses their own proprietary transponder, and even if we could find the ship, unfortunately, we're hampered. They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. I don't see the point. Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the comm spike would be a waste of time. We need to play this close to the vest. Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Crix's legacy first.
Based on your actions, I've heard this operation's on thin ice. One more fight on the Siren is gonna be all over the news.
Word is, you just opened fire on a Starliner. You're starting to take this pirate role a little too well, don't you think? Later, Gator. How's the pirating business? Stay frosty.
I'm so happy you joined SysDev. All the new kid energy went straight from me to you. Ooh, tell me, is it true that you were on the Siren of the Stars? Oh, I've never been on a luxury cruise liner. Is it as wonderful as they say? Oh, I'm so jealous. Dancing, whining, and dining. Oh, it's almost like you were a secret agent. Did I tell you I once took ballroom dancing lessons? Yeah, I watched a lot of spy shows as a kid, and I learned it just in case I ever found myself in a situation like yours. Now I'm mad I missed my one opportunity to put those talents to use. Really, I could have shown you a few moves. That would be delightful! Oh, can we bring my friend Aiko? She's one of our flashier models. But yes, next time you find yourself on a luxury liner, let me know. I will be happy to assist. Don't be a stranger.
If we keep having casualties, it's gonna be tough to explain.
Commander isn't going to be happy about the death sentence.
This mission is going to require discretion on a number of fronts. I know as much as you do. I wasn't briefed on this particular device. But if the fleet wants to trace the legacies, if such a device exists, let me know if you need anything else.
Nice. Clean set there. I will never get tired of that. Docking cycle complete.
The fleet is family. Stealing from each other is just what you call a professional courtesy.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jim's. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
Really? Well, that's news to me, Rook. But if you two have a working relationship, all the better. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
Interesting. Well, don't take any chances.
Neva's right. Just grab everything labeled CommSpike that isn't nailed down.
Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay. Good luck.
Something to report?
I take it you're Neva's new recruit? And rest assured, if I ever need to remember it, I will. SY-920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions. Huh. Neva warned me you were difficult. Clearly I didn't understand what she meant, but I do now. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option. Look, I know I don't have a lot of history with the fleet, but I'm putting my reputation and ship on the line for this. That alone should tell you enough. It's not personal. If you're caught, that entire installation will be on you. There's nothing I can do for you at that point, except send flowers to your next of kin. Sorry, but I work with professionals only. If you're going to start a fight, you're on your own. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY-920, you can't come and go as you please. I'd like to, but I need to keep a low profile. In my experience, the more people know about you, the more they have over you. I thought you might. You're a pirate after all. But it takes one to know one. Anyways, I appreciate the small talk. Delgado's crew aren't usually so chatty. But let's keep our focus on the mission. We can swap bar stories and share scars when we've got enough creds to buy the bar and fix the scars. Enough to be on a first-name basis with the Marines working the comms. It also helps they want us to dock. A cargo ship means supplies, special requests, slates from home. In the void of space, a cargo hauler is a soldier's best friend. Only what I've been told. Get you on the SY-920, get you out if I can. That being said, I can be a better guide if I know what it is we're after. So, it's up to you. Fine by me. If this goes bad, the less I know, the better. And if I do get caught, there'll be nothing to confess to. We'll talk more on the ship.
Another day.
That's just how things are.
Juan runs a tight ship. We leave on time every time.
Pardon.
As long, nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Excuse me. Yeah. Okay.
Yes?
Hello. We do things on schedule and do it right, and no one bothers us.
Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have kept you.
As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
Howdy. Captain Dai, you can fly the ship herself. Way better than I can.
Alright, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to. Then try biting your tongue. Literally. We can't afford any screw-ups. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
Hey.
Alright, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and grab drive. All systems go.
We'll graph jump the SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship, the fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC-7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock in docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
Hello. I'm the pilot of the Jade Swan. She's a good bird. Never gets cranky.
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But, if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone. I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Yes? What?
That's how it feels to be in the Vanguard. Just waiting around for orders. Don't be gone too long.
Always looking for the next mark.
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Oh, I'd sure love some... I'll wait for you right here.
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. We need a lot of cargo to keep a station this size running. Do your job, keep your head down, and we won't have trouble. Cargo haulers are restricted to the cargo bay.
Excuse me.
We've got a pretty good tracking system. We just have to make sure we punch the numbers in right.
Hold up. This area is for SY-920 military only. Rules are rules. Can't let you in unless you're military. I suppose if you're quick. That doesn't sound like Commander Natara. She's the type to add more checkpoints, not remove them. Yeah, I get that this place can be a maze. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you take one step past this line and turn around. You'd still be breaking protocol. Sorry, no uniform, no entry.
Yeah, what are you bothering me for? I
got work to do. Hey.
There's rumors heavy weapons aren't just about strength. They're about backbone.
Things have gotten real tight since Commander Natara took over for Commander Woods. I've heard the engineers say Dr. Vogel is an AI. I guess that's their way of saying he's smart. Or boring.
Gotta be around here somewhere. Security's gotten so tight. I was thinking of sneaking over to the mess hall, but now there's no chance. There's a pickpocket! Someone's sneaking around.
And you found the intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint. Then you don't need my help. Go upstairs to the barracks area and find a uniform. Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command bay.
yours! The ship's under attack! There's a pickpocket! The hell do you think you're doing?
And you found the intercom. If I'm not mistaken, if you can find a way to open it, then you don't need my help. Anyway, the door will let the uniform should get you through the...
Vincent, you got patrol duty, huh?
Commander Natara runs
Standing
the
on your
ship.
feet, that's for sure.
We respect the chain of command.
Word is Commander Woods might be coming back. That'll
I was the kid who ate too much heel paste. But look at me now. I'm a Marine on a UC Star Station. You been to the mess hall? Culinary specialist at Foy is a damn good chef.
Leave it at the Marines on this station are some of the best in the galaxy.
Yes? What? Yes, I think the crew here appreciates what I do. It's not exactly gourmet food, but it beats eating rations. I'm the station's culinary specialist. It may not be the highest rank on the ship, but ask your stomach if it's the most important.
Can I ask you something?
Sure, go ahead.
Yes. We have a full kitchen. Everything you could ask for on a star station. And here you are eating rations like we're trapped in a goddamn foxhole.
I just like the way it tastes. Sorry.
I mean, have you tried anything? Rations.
State your business. Logging ensign level clearance. Go on ahead.
on, you need someone to carry on. Okay, Cap.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code. I don't like deliberately drawing attention to yourself, but a disguise is never a bad idea. The uniform won't be enough though. You'll need to find a computer with the code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going down for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
You headed down to the engineering bay? Well, you better hurry. You know what they say, Marine? If you're 15 minutes early, you're still 10 minutes late. I don't know. If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave. If you don't belong here, you need to get back to your post, Ensign. I won't ask again.
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Who's your commanding officer? Only authorized personnel are allowed here. Only senior officers report to the commander. Something doesn't seem right. Yeah? You know what? That does make sense. Fine. I'll let you go, Ensign. But as soon as you're done with your task, you should return to your post. You lost, Ensign?
recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
Excuse me.
Make it quick, Ensign. I'm busy with half a dozen spreadsheets that I'm pretty sure outrank you. And you know how the commander feels about breaking the chain of command. She hates it. Well, you're a polite one. If only my spreadsheets were so obedient. If you're looking for a clearance code, you'll find it on the computer in the security room.
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Who? Only authorized per... Stop with the bullshit. It's not funny. Now, if you aren't authorized to be here, I ask that you leave. Strange. How are you allowed into the command bay if you don't know the area? Stop being evasive and answer the question, Ensign. Only senior officer... Maybe we don't have a problem here after all. Fine, I'll let you go, Ensign. But as soon as you're done with your task, you should return to your post. If you aren't a... to this level, Ensign, you need to leave. If you don't belong here, you need to get back to your post, Ensign. I won't ask again. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Sorry, Ensign. Code doesn't match. I don't know you, Ensign. You sure you have clearance?
Why aren't you at your post, Ensign?
don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new? If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave. If you don't belong here, you need to get back to your post, Ensign. I won't ask again.
Stop right there. If you aren't assigned to this level... All right, Ensign. Only authorized only senior officer... I can see that. Huh. That makes a lot... Fine. I'll let you go, Ensign. If you don't belong here, you need to get back to your post, Ensign. I won't ask again. If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
How are the tests for the comms pipe?
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
Always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about the potential leaks?
No. Until you can provide more substantial proof, we'll simply monitor the situation at the cargo bay. For now, I've recommended to Dr. Vogel to contact me immediately if he identifies any suspicious behavior.
Dai Yu here. Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly. Sorry, but the situation calls for it. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that. First lesson in being a rookie. You share the loot, but not the risk. Good luck. If you make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Yes, what?
So, what's this big project you're working on?
I can tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Really? Couldn't you just trust me?
Nope. Right out the airlock you'd go. But I'd try my best not to enjoy it.
I'm bored to death. Tell me you have something for me. Good luck out there. You didn't forget about me. I'll just wait here.
Man, Commander Natara doesn't have the backing of the scientists here. I'm afraid Commander Woods might be reinstated.
Doctor, word is Commander Woods might be coming back. Maybe that'll put an end to all these checkpoints.
I've heard the team is looking for more test pilots.
Yes, if you have experience flying, you should talk to Dr. Vogel.
I don't know. I've flown a Discovery class, but I'm not familiar with the newer tech.
Newer ships are generally easy to fly. I venture you wouldn't have too many difficulties.
Yes?
With the change in things have gotten real tight since Commander Natara took over for Commander Woods. A lot of soldiers don't.
Been to the mess hall? Culinary specialist Okoye is a damn good chef. It's tough not seeing any action, but securing a station like this is a pretty important duty.
Intercepting transponder data in a Alpha system might be promising. According to autocorrelation models, results in risk increased by a magnitude of 2. But we won't tell Commander Natara. What she doesn't know won't kill her.
Can you talk to the commander? Get me reinstated? Natara's doing you a favor, Marcine. Would you have preferred a court-martial? Dishonorable discharge? Because all of that was on the table. I would have preferred things to remain as they were, so I made a mistake. But my work on the Comspike was and is irrelevant. Dr. Vogel will do just fine without you. Besides, we both know the only reason you were on that project was to bloat the budget so we could embezzle the creds. And to that end, your share of the funds should be transferred to your Gal Bank account shortly. What am I supposed to even say to that? Those funds are the reason I don't have a job. You can start by saying thank you. Hell, I even warned you not to poke the bear. Commander Natara being the herbicide predator in this analogy. Aaron was right. I should have never hit send. Yeah, you screwed up. Royally. But you can protect Dr. Gong and all the King's subjects by keeping your mouth shut from now on. Yeah. Hey, you want my advice? On some planet at the edge of the galaxy where you can relax for a bit. Lean back. Really dig your feet in the sand. Just get your mind off all this. No, and stop with the sad puppy dog face, too. Makes you look guilty. And what kind of face am I supposed to have? The face of someone who got away with it.
Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign? Oh yes. I've been studying decryption of all types for quite a long time. Probably since before you took your first grav jump. Signal protocol, quantum ratchet symmetry, interleaving data extrapolation. You name it, I've lectured on it. I've probably forgotten half of it, but I definitely knew it once. Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the Comspike isn't a device, it's a module. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology. Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure. Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters, particularly when the destination is death. But don't worry. We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support systems, and statistical models show a failure rate of less than 2%. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST. Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious. True. And Commander Natara's checkpoints are very thorough. Too thorough, if you ask me, not that anyone does. You do have a point. Ah, yes. By the transitive property, you would be what I need. And we are desperate for personnel. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
I'm worried about Dr. Vogel. Commander Natara is on the warpath with these cuts.
Pardon?
Doctor.
Prototype ship, you are not cleared for takeoff. What's going on over there?
Unauthorized launch from engineering. All ships, secure the prototype. Got him. ID recognized. Welcome home to the Key.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
We'll secure that ship for you.
That's a real nice ship you brought in. I can't wait to tinker with it.
Head on in. We'll take the ship to another port, so Jazz can have a look.
Nothing like the smell of a dead shark after you cook them with an energy blast.
I always thought heat leeches were just pests.
Need to have Aludra take a look at this kinetic. Recoil's off.
Got mixed feelings. Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet. Don't we all? But you seem to be a quick learner. Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike. Yeah, although I get why you didn't give me the details. If I had known this was about the legacy, I might have asked for a bigger cut. Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news. That SY-920 job was impressive. I bet the UC still doesn't know what hit them. Good question. When the fleet first approached me, I wasn't sure. There are 3 things I value in a business partner. The first 2 are discretion and trust. And for the Crimson Fleet, those might as well be curse words, with how little regard they're given. But the third thing I value is creds. Delgado promised me a fortune, and so now, I'm here. I've been involved in the smuggling trade all my life, and I mean that literally. The clinic I was born in was attacked by spacers. One of the doctors managed to sneak me off the station and took me to New Atlantis. After that, I got passed around to the foster system and ended up with a Chinese couple that smuggled goods to the well. I learned pretty quick that there were 2 worlds on New Atlantis, and to bridge them, you needed the guts of a burglar and the smile of a diplomat. See you.
What kind of name is Sis-Steph anyway?
How's the mission? Until next time.
Rook. If you need... The credits. Hit up the mission boards at the core. Need a drink? Fog and the last note will be more than happy to take. Rook?
Sis-Steph probably thinks we're a bunch of mindless marauders.
Fleet,
We here in arms, beg to differ.
Yeah.
What happened? Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Yeah, nice try, Rook. We know you didn't have a choice. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, On to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
Hey, my girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it, so cut the crap. The only thing you need to worry about is bringing the tech home.
All right. Infighting isn't going to get us to the Legacy any faster, Neva. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward we all split the cash. You'll find I rarely imply things. In fact, I take pleasure in declaring my words straight to your goddamn face. Here is an example. I want you to do everything Estelle asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Crix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups. Fleet, I hope you're not wasting time on small talk when I haven't had time to gauge it. But word of what happened on SY-920 has already been spreading around the key. There have been skeptics among us, but there is no room for doubt now. Either you're on board or out of the fleet. It's right in front of us. We have the comm spike, and we know where the beacon is. All the hunting, sleuthing, and guesswork is over. We just need the tools to reach out and grab it.
The fleet, you'll want to hook up with Estelle Vincent and Neon. Yeah, don't let the corruption that runs through the city entice you into doing anything stupid. There are too many opportunities for people like us that are just waiting to drag you down. Neon is full of all sorts of distractions. Bars, gangs, and most of all, Aurora. Stay away from that stuff. Get in, get out, and bring that conduction grid tech back to the key. She considers herself the first lady of Neon. Lots of connections in that city. Holds court at a bar called Madame Sauvage's place. Luckily for us, she's also a Crimson Fleet captain. and the reason why we have permission to ply our trade in Neon. Estelle can get a little wild, and has a bit of a mouth, but she gets the job done. Just follow her instructions, and you'll do fine. Stay sharp, Brooke.